We wanna grow. Even if it's scared of the water, no matter what, we keep our heads above the water.
Even if you're scared of the water, no matter what, keep your head above the water. We're saying exactly what we're saying. We mean exactly what we say. Trials and tribulations will come, along the way, especially living in the neighborhoods that we live in. You'll see things that you might not have wanted to see. No matter what happens, no matter what you see, no matter what you go through, keep pushing, keep striving, and keep trying to do what it is you're supposed to do while you're here on this earth.
Come stop and take a trip down on my block.
We know from working in these neighborhoods where we perform, where we have partners, that there are wonderful stories of people who are working in community gardens, working to save small schools, and this video is a part of that story. St. Louis Storystichers is a dynamic artist collective made up of professional artists and 16 to 24-year-old African-American youth who live in St. Louis, Missouri.
I joined Storystichers when I was very young. Storystichers helped me to see the beauty of community service and working with others.
The video is a part of the Why of My City, which is one of our multi-year projects where we're looking at stories in Black neighborhoods in St. Louis. Amira and I were in the storefront studio, which is over by the Del Mar Loop, and we were trying to think of a way to incorporate a bunch of youth into a piece. And we thought, what about a chant? So we started Googling chants. Well, then you get Negro spiritual chant, and right away you get Wade in the Water.
Small, but I am a vagabond. I am a deity. Walk along my city streets, there is no weapon that forms against me. Blind, but I can see it. I see the atrocities done to my people.
If you're looking at the Black neighborhoods in St. Louis and why they look like they do, you have to go back to slavery. You can't avoid it. And Missouri was a slave state. We commissioned Troy Anthony, who's another artist in residence, to give us 5 minutes of video, whatever, listening to the song, whatever he came up with. And when he sent me the raw footage, I was like, oh man, this is perfect for Wade.
Me and Integrity, one of our audio engineers, we had already basically mapped out how we wanted it to be, and then another youth came in and put some keys on there. There was already a few other youth in there. One after the other, they laid in their verses, and everybody fed off the first or the person before them. Everybody just letting their voice be heard and still putting that encouraging word in there.
But clean garden, I hope your destiny finds you. Think back when we was kids, let that remind you that you can do anything.
We wanna grow. Even if it's scared of the water, no matter what, we keep our heads above the water.
We have the St. Louis Storystichers Artist Collective in a new media room. This is the first exhibition for 2021. It's Buzz Spector, Chris Kaler, a small group show with Lisa Blatt, Bernie Burson, Judy Child, Jill Donnan, Arnie Nadler. The window on Forsyth outside, which is on view 24/7. It's by Leslie Lasky. We also have Charles Schwall.
I'm a painter who I've been working for 30 years, and over that time I've developed a language that really has to do with water and the life-giving aspect of water. I really wanted to interpret some of the paintings and some of the forms into fabric and to bring a new material into my work. What is water's voice? And could we see water's voice, or could we be in the presence of water's voice? And what would the material of water be? Fabric has a real water-like quality. It moves constantly. Some of the fabric pieces in the show are made with organza, which is very thin, veil-like fabric. This show, Sea Lover, is a conversation about painted forms and fabric and what meaning can be created between those two things.